Hi everyone. All right, let's make sure music is not too loud here. Fiddling with it right before we came here. All right. Actually, truth be told, I was trying to fix some technical stuff on this side because there was some OBS issues as per usual. Anyway, but we're here and we're doing stuff and it's Friday. It's Friday. Yes, end of the week. All right, so I am going to scrolling up. Today's question today is, what is your favorite non-art related hobby? Cece, hello. Reading, hiking, and baking. Love it. Although, I don't recall the last time I've been hiking. Walking? Does walking count? Is napping a hobby? Absolutely, it's a hobby. Absolutely. Megan, happy birthday. Oh, Megan, you know what that means. You know what that means. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Cha cha cha. Jazz hands. Oh, jazz hands. Happy birthday. Let's see. Scroll down. Sigrid, hello. Vicky, hello. Aspie, hello. Aspie, I showed your square last stream, and then before stream today, I was like, wait a minute. She's not here on Wednesdays, so I have your square to show you as well as, and I got a couple other square updates. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Let's see. Dawn, hello. Let's see. Britt, hello. Love quilting, but I need a break from it. That's fair. That's fair. Kara, hello. Charlotte, hello. Let's see. Forewarning, I may be bouncing off the wall. I finished a supper with a cup of coffee, which I normally don't do. I'm not gonna lie, Ev, it has been such a crazy, busy week. Like, it's been chaos. And I was really tired today. And at 5:30, I was like, evening coffee, yeah or nay. I ended up not, but I'm beginning to think that it might have been a good idea. Right, Ev? I know the on-screen one makes it so much nicer. Hi, Kim. Let's see. Scroll down. Let's see. Elise, hello. Let's see. Aspie likes puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, and others. I literally keep like a crossword book in my bag at all times. Like sometimes, you know, just don't, the phone battery dies, or I just don't feel like it. I've got something to do. Let's see. Josephine, hello. Let's see. Excuse me. All right. I feel like I missed someone. Oh, Leanne. Leanne. Hi, Leanne. Salad, healthy, followed by cream puffs and coffee. Completely valid life choice. All right, well, it is Friday. Let's start with some square updates, shall we? And so Aspie, since I finished yours before, this is yours. Look at how, here, let's make sure, are we in focus? Excuse me, oh my goodness. Let's start a cough drop here before we get doing too much chatting. Find the right flavor that I like. Yes, what I love about, excuse me, oh my gosh, what is with this? I got like something caught in my throat. The letter A has a little star. Hang on one second. Oh my goodness, I haven't coughed all day, and like just now, my throat's like, oh, by the way, thanks, throat. Anyway, but yes, you are silver sparkly and you have a little star in your letter A. I have, actually, you know, that's not a bad idea. Not Ev, Steve, if you're listening, could you get me some of the throat therapy tea? I don't know if he's listening. I'm gonna text him real quick. Hang on. Because clearly it's needed for whatever reason. Let's see. Hang on, I'm texting him. Okay. See, there's someone at the house. So I can. Let's see. Absolutely, Leanne. It absolutely does. Hang on. It's a catch-22. I cannot have a cough drop in my mouth and try and talk at the same time. I forgot to put my phone on silent. Steve's ringtone is Samwise Gamgee saying potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Anyway, let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I've got Megan's right here. I was reading chat. I'm like, wait, flower? Yes, Megan's has the cherry blossom flower. Big Blitz gets me every time. Right, Cam? I don't know what it was. There's something in my throat. So Megan's is the cherry blossom flower. Then we have the iridescent turtle on Vicky's. And then we have Natalie has joined the name group, but Natalie is not in the best time zone for Friday evening. So I'll have to show hers again on Wednesday. But this is Natalie's. When I don't art, ooh, I like it, Marilyn. And then Ev, see, I got it right in the middle. Ev has the Herald frame. Yay! So that's all of our updates for the squares. So we've got 4 newer updates, and then Aspie's was from before, but then these will go there. And then if we have any other new ones, these are going to go up on the wall. So it'll be good. All right, then next, I was working on something today. Grisai had sent it out to me, and actually I hadn't really looked at it the last time that we streamed. And so I pulled it out today and was working on a reel for it, but I thought I would share it with you guys here as well. And if you wanted to check it out, I did put the links down in the description. I don't have a coupon or, yeah, Harold. Did I say Harold? I feel like I said the wrong name. Favor of Space Otter. That's fair. Hi, Miss Cones. I feel like I didn't say Harold. Did I say the wrong name? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys. Yesterday was full-on mom housewife day. Short of packing up the Etsy orders, not Etsy orders, Sticker Club orders. It was like full-on deep clean of the whole house. And like, I said the right name? Okay, thank you. Sorry, my brain is not connecting. And then I was up to like 10:30. It's getting to the end of the school year. And one of the kids' student teachers were, like, today was their last day. And little Emily wanted cookies and such. So anyway, I was up till 10:30 last night baking cookies and muffins, and then it's just been Kat at the vet this morning. So yeah, she did. Yeah, I actually looked and pulled up Shannon's video, and I was watching it, seeing what thing, you know, what her opinion was before about it before I broke into it. Hi, Chris. So anyway, the deal is, I'll make it real quick. Who is Harold? Harold. I don't know why he's not. He's usually on my desk, but I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm looking under. I'm not sure where he's elsewhere at the moment, but this is Harold. So way back when, one of our lovely other streamer friends, Belinda, she was doing a crochet tutorial, and I started following along, and I got about as far as a strip about this long, and I totally fudged it up. So I said, never mind, I'm going to put googly eyes on it and call him Harold. And he usually is draped across my... Oh, here he is. Ha! Here he is. This is Harold. I was going to say, he should be here somewhere. He's usually really close. So anyway, I was following along and got completely lost because I was trying to do it live. And I was like, so he's just going to get googly eyes and call Harold. And so... For those of us that enjoyed him, Harold actually got made into a sticker, and I thought that it would be hilarious if he went on the little frame, right? I know, Kim, that's what I was like. It's because I moved him from the top of my monitor to, I've got a shelf over here on my left-hand side that has like my Johanna picture and my Johanna candle and like all that stuff. And so Harold was sitting with them, and I'm like, why can't I not find it? Charm was so small I wasn't understanding. Yeah, he's little Harold. There we go. Yeah, focus, but yeah, that's Harold. So the picture frames all have different pictures. There's a couple duplicates, but oh, Sigrid, how are you feeling? Ooh, ordered McDonald's. Nice. Did they finish in May or in June? Here they go to the end of June. So where we lived before, well, not even there. I feel like they're like starting school earlier and ending it earlier, but they are done with school at the end of this month. So, yeah. All right. So the Grisai thing, and again, I'm going to do a reel that will cover it more, and you can, for a little bit more in depth, you can go to Shannon's video as well. But so what it is it's a coloring kit, and in it comes a color by number guide. So you see all of these little numbers on here. But like Shannon had mentioned, they are not printed on the page itself. So essentially what I'm kind of doing with it is I'm using their color palette. I just barely started on the bunny. I'm using their color palette, but I'm kind of doing, yeah, not a snake. It's a caterpillar into a stunning butterfly. Yes. I kind of put my own twist on it because I wanted to add, you know, like shading and everything else. So I've started on this one. Yeah, Shannon's video was great. It was wonderful. That was just kitchen. Oh yeah, just rest up. Yeah. Lots of rest. But there's 2 coloring pages in there. The other one is here. And what I didn't realize until I got looking through it is, so you'll see mine's cut out, and it's because it also came with this transfer paper, and then you can add these designs to the pages. So on the page I'm working on, there's this bird flipped the other way, but I did the other one and added a bird here. And so what's also cool is even if you don't want to do the pages, or like you do the pages, see, and it came with a practice sheet as well. If you want to do the pages, but you want to like save, or, you know, you've done them, but you still want it, this recipe book you can keep on hand, and it gives you the different blends and the different color combinations. Like when I was doing this one, I found a couple flaws where, like, this says N0, I don't know if you can see it. This says N09 on the bunny, but for the color combinations that it listed on here, it wasn't on here, but it also says bloom colors. So I think it's just kind of covering a lot of the flowers. But what I was able to do is to go into the book here, and everything's labeled. So N09, let's see if we can find it. I think it's going to be in the browns. Yeah, okay, so N09 is here. Well, it was just, I just posted it on the story. But yeah, so I mean, you can get as creative as you want. I'm going to post a video, a reel about it later once I finish the page. As you can see, it is a work in progress at the moment. But I'm probably going to try and work on it this weekend. Thank you, Melissa. The other thing is, so I started this page. I posted, hi Marcy. I posted a regular picture post and a reel for this one. The page I'm going to show you, I started this back in September 2021. And I had just posted like a story. And actually the only reason I know that is because I went back into the saved stories that Instagram, you know, if you want to make a highlight, you go in and you find the one. Anyway, I scrolled all the way back because I was like, I don't even know when I started this one. So it was September of 2021. And then we did a live stream. They are actually, so if you go in the description, you can get them on Amazon. So the kit itself, the coloring kit, it's all on Amazon. And then the pencils are there too. I have the link for the pencils, and also the pencils are regularly $50, but there is a $10 off coupon for the Grisaille pencils, which they actually sent along with my kit because I didn't have them. And so for matching everything exactly. So they're actually an oil-based pencil. Hi, Angela. They're an oil-based pencil, but they're very soft. Like I have like this, like, because I want to do the Faber-Castell Black Edition for a stream, and then I want to do this one too. So we're going to be using these for a future stream as well. I have a 72 count zipper case that's coming for this one. But I have the link for both of those. Like I said, the pencils are, they have a $10 off coupon right now. Anyway, so we did a follow-up stream with this, and then I was like, okay, we've done everything, and I'll finish this up. Newsflash, I didn't finish it up. I am terrible with remembering. The Black Edition ones, I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see here. Let's math it real quick, because I have them all right here. So there's 8. Okay, someone math for me real quick. What is 8 times 6? What's 8 times 6? And there might even be more for the set that I have, the one that's whatever 8 times 6 is. You guys can tell my brain is working fabulously today. 54, okay, plus 2, so 56. So I got like 50 or 48. 48. Okay, so I have 50 because 8 to, anyway, the point is I have the 50 count one. I think there's bigger ones than that. But that one was a gift from the lovely Elise. And so, yeah, we have a list of pencils. I thought there was something on the page, but it was the little thing. You guys are going to have to bear with me tonight. I'm telling you, it's end of the week. It has been such a long week. My brain is oatmeal. I don't have a case for that one yet, Sigrid. I don't have a case for it. A case for this is also coming. I'm not being naughty. I promise. This was in a cardboard box. Thank you, Shannon. Hi, Allison. a case is coming for this. This is their home currently. So technically these ones are put away. And if you guys are curious, this is the pencil holder that Renee prints. Her husband prints. You can purchase it through Renee. This is gonna be a long night, you guys. I am all over the place. I'll probably do better once I get rolling in the. Where's the frame? Did I turn the frame off on this? I did. Oop, there it is. Okay, anyway, so we did a stream with it. Yada yada yada. I finally finished it. So I posted a picture of this one. The picture will give the true colors because it's, you know, obviously a little bit off here, but it's all finished. So the background of this, it's so dark because it's actually a matte black, and it's actually just a really kind of cheap paint that I used, but it was perfect for it. It is the Apple Barrel Matte. Thanks, Josephine. It's the Apple Barrel Matte Black. So matte is what you're looking for, the M-A-T-T-E. Aw, thank you. And that's what you're going to get if you want it to get flat. Granted, if you do the background before you do the pencils, pencil dust is going to stick with it, and you'll probably have to touch it up over some places. But yeah, so this is from Serene by Nicholas Filbert. Nicholas Filbert. Anyway, he has gorgeous illustrations. We've done a few others in the past. This one was also a gift from the lovely Carol. She had it and she hadn't used it, and she asked if I wanted to have it. I was like, well, sure, because it's beautiful. So we've done this one. You can see a little bit of glare there, but we did this one. Mona, hello. So he has, some of these aren't quite like this one. I feel like the lines are a little thick, and I don't really do skulls. Like, it's just not, it's not my thing. But he has a lot of other really beautiful, I had that held down with a little piece of eraser while I was photographing it. He has a lot of really beautiful illustrations. So yeah, some of them aren't, you know, my cup of tea, but some of them are just, a lot of them are gorgeous. Like this one. I feel like if I do another one, it's going to be this one. It's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. The other one that he has is Fantasia, and isn't he... Shannon, is he coming out with another one? Oh, thank you, Leanne. Yeah, this book is absolutely gorgeous. Connie has colored in this a lot, too. I know there's another one that he's colored, I think. Maybe, possibly. I remember Tanya doing this one. He keeps teasing with that. It's rude. This one would be really cool with the helmet, but I guess there's another skull up there. I don't know. So this one, not so much my cup of tea, but he has a lot of other ones that are just gorgeous. Hi, Renee. Britt Yeet. I think Connie did this one. This one's real pretty. This one does have thicker lines, but I don't mind it so much. It's very defined still. Hi, Catherine. This one's gorgeous too. These are definitely ones that like you settle in for the long haul. Ah, I knew we did another one. So yeah, there's that one. Oh, we have tea. All right, so we're gonna put this away so it doesn't get anything spilled on it. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you're good. I couldn't remember if I had it on or not. Thank you. All right, so we got tea now. So let's discuss this book. So we worked on this on Wednesday. Oh, thank you. We worked on this on Wednesday, and I caught up with it after stream. I did a couple extra things. You got the basic idea. It would have taken us so long for me to do this on stream. But you got the basic idea of what we were doing. So post-stream, what I did for this one was, number one, we're going to go over this a little bit in case for some reason somebody is following along and they're like, oh my gosh, that just jumped ahead like 20 bajillion steps. I don't know where to go from this. Aw, thank you, Britt. And so what I did for this dark blue that's in the background. No. No. This one is a throat therapy tea. And so it's an herbal tea. It's not like a black tea or anything. But no, I usually just drink my tea plain. No sugar, no milk. I'll do milk and sugar in coffee. Let's see. So I did a dark one. Here it is. It was the GB04 gray blue. So basically it's a dark kind of muted, almost a navy blue. And then for the top of this, what I did end up using a white Prismacolor just to get the fur the way that I wanted to. It's really hard. To get the fur the way I wanted to, I needed to kind of switch around and do a couple different things. So I used a little bit of this peach red, but honestly, as far as any kind of paint goes, I used the titanium white gouache. And then I also used, for like some of these pink areas, I used this processed red. I used, yeah, Marvin the Mangosteen the Mandrill. Exactly. Hi, Lisa. And I used the white Prismacolor. And it was just mostly a lot of going back and forth and layering and getting it to look the way that I wanted to. So it's really just more of a take your time, kind of toy with it, you know, go over your layers and just, you know, again, like I said, just take your time. So what we are going to work on today is we're going to leave the rest of the background alone for now. We'll probably make it darker. Hi, Kathleen. We'll probably make it darker once we finish the front stuff. So we already discussed that we're planning on doing, oh, is that for Serene? Yeah, because Serene's beautiful. It is a gorgeous book. If you are looking for that next level portrait book, right there. Perfect. Thank you, Shannon. And I apologize if I missed anyone. Hello. If you were here earlier, you heard my brain's a little scrambled. So we're going to get this going. So for the fruit and everything, the leaves that are kind of surrounding it, I definitely want to do some like white kind of colored fruits, but also some blue. Now, white can be a little bit of a struggle. As you see, we had to break out away from markers to do the fur, but mostly because when it comes to marker, white is the white, sounds good, is the white paper that is behind it. So what I pulled up, and I'm actually going to pull them up on here. I have a bunch of references. Hang on, music's just a touch loud. I have a bunch of references that I pulled up on Google. I just kind of searched up blue fruits. And I was actually really surprised. For instance, these are clearly some sort of banana, right? So I stumbled across this and was pleasantly surprised because this is the blue Java banana. Now it's a little bit more, well, not a little bit, a lot more teal, but it gives us something to work off. Then we have, I was thinking, we don't exactly have any succulents. This could maybe work for that kind of the color color paletting. Oh my gosh, words are hard. And so what we also have is the blue agave. So what I'm looking for in these, I'll call them Waylon. I'm trying to think, Waylon. Isn't there a Star Trek character that's blue that has little antennae called Waylon? Possibly on what, DS9? Ooh, that's still hot. So we have the blue agave, all right? Then this one kind of cracked me up. I really wasn't expecting it at all. Like as far as like, I just Googled blue fruit and was looking for general shapes that works. And so we've got, see, I don't want to knock the tea. We've got these little things right down here, which remind me of like pea pods, right? So like little pods. Have you tried hand banana or apple bananas? I haven't. Are they different color or are they the normal yellow? And surprisingly, I came across blue sausage fruit is what it's called. I don't know if you guys can see it well enough. We'll make it bigger for a second. But it's basically those little pods, but they're blue. So we got that. I definitely want to add like more white. They're not going to be like quite as dark as everything here, but this kind of gives us regular yellow, oh my gosh, can I get an exclamation point words in chat? Regular yellow. Oh my gosh, try and say that 10 times fast. Regular yellow, regular yellow, regular blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then next, I just kind of grabbed a lot of other round fruits that we can work with. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, a blue pea pod, exactly. For the record, it's yellow, just like oil's old. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Shannon, I say oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, coconut oil. I'm missing? Oh, olive oil. All right, so then this one is honeyberries. I kept these because of the shape. Because, we do have ones that are slightly similar. So this could work. And we're also keeping an eye on, you know, colorings and lines on the leaves. Then we have the Damson Plums. I really liked this one because they really show, and you know, it might be a little photoshopped because that's a lot of contrast between, I mean, Purdy or Prudy? There's a lot of contrast between really blue and really dark, but given the fact that we're making up this world, we could totally do something like this where it's, you know, one extreme to the other. A little bit. Speaking of blueberries, of course, I added blueberries. I liked the blueberries because they show these particular ones. You see how they have all the little water droplets and everything? Because we're going to be doing, yeah, it's a type of plum. We're going to be doing some of the fruit that has like frost on it. I don't know if we'll do quite water droplets, but definitely some frost, which is when something like this or the paint pen will come in handy. Kind of like what we did around the eyes. All right, then we have blue olives. Did you know that blue olives are a thing? But the reason I included them, I know, right, is that we have a lot of like blues and greens mixed in with it. So I think we're definitely going to have to include a little bit of teal, but also keeping in mind blue fruit and green leaves, or blue leaves too. I think we're going to do blue too. We're going for the same color palette that we have for the mandrill. So we're going to be doing whites, blues, and of course a lot of this fruit is going to have the hot pink glow on it. But we want to balance it so that, you know, he's the focal point, obviously. So the stuff around him is maybe even going to be darker or more subtle. So what we could do is we could take something like the Prismacolor, rather than having the really bright of the marker, we could take the Prismacolor over the top of the marker and help it to pop just a little bit, but not so much so that it's overwhelming the mandrill. Then we have the Huckleberry, which is a lot like the blueberries, obviously, but one of the reasons I included them is because you see how some of the berries, see, I want to point to it, but you can't see me. But do you see how some of the berries have some red on them? Because obviously the different stages of, you know, ripening. So that is why I made sure to include that one. And then lastly, we have the blue mango. And I thought the blue mango was interesting because it's giving us texture, all of those little white dots and everything. That is something that we can bring into some of these fruits and veggies that he's got around him. I almost didn't add all of these on here, but I just thought they were such good, right? Exactly, Josephine. They were eating my nuggets and french fries with Coca-Cola. Oh, that sounds good. So they were just really good references of like the dark and light variations that you can get. So what I'll do is like, I'll leave some of the, like whatever we're working on at the time for our reference, I'll leave that up. But if you are following along or want to reference this later, feel free to take a screenshot right now while we got all the images up. This was just from Google. It was just, you know, search blue fruit to see what came up with. And I came up with ones that I didn't even know existed, like a blue Java banana. I didn't dive like a mangosteen. A mangosteen, if I remember correctly, is red and probably not like a reddish. It's really dark, isn't it? Anyway, we're probably going to stick with kind of the blue and white because I really wanted to do like a winter is coming kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't do any double research. This blue Java banana, that's an actual thing, right? I mean, it was in the article that I was looking at, but I didn't double check it. I feel like this could very easily be something that was photoshopped. But even if it was, it still gives us a good color reference. Brown, red outside, very pale inside. See, I want to try one now. Okay, so what are we going to start with? You know what? Let's start with the bananas. They were the ones that I was most intrigued by. So here, we're going to put that one away, put that one away. That one, that one, that one. There's a lot of them up here. Okay, there we go. Really? Yeah, because I didn't get a notification. Let me check real quick. Maybe it's still processing because it's not showing up on any of my recent activity right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see anything on my end. Appreciate it though. Maybe it'll go through later. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because I've got a few different sources that I look for, like that should give me updates and everything. And is that it? There we go. There's Megan. Thank you, Megan. Yeah, because usually I can also, like, here I can run Megan's again. Let me? Maybe not. But it is popped up here right next to us. Let's get some hypes in chat for Megan. Exclamation point hype. There we go. There it is, Kim. Perfect. Yay. Angela, congrats. Thank you so much. Get some more hypes in chat. Exclamation point hype. Those of you, or Angela, don't forget to get your free coloring download. And Megan, yours, well, if it was a re-up, you probably already had access to it. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it must not. Well, I'm glad that it went through. I was going to be like, oh no. All right, so let's move. Let's see. We want to get these bananas kind of in frame here a little bit. The book's like kind of weird. All right, well, why don't we move our bananas over? Okay, yoink. We're going to shift those over here. We can make them a little bit bigger. So that is what we're working on. It's a green plantain, and you can cut them in half, 1 to 2 inch rounds quickly, pan fry, squash them flat, and refry for crispy. Oh, all right. Okay, well, I'm glad it's an actual thing. You know, on the internet, you never know. So I don't know that we'll go quite as green as it is there. We'll lean a little bit more towards the blues, but this is probably going to be the one. Mashed potatoes. I've heard of that. Like they do like plantains and red beans. I've never tried it myself though. I'd be really curious. Okay, so we definitely won't go with a cooler blue because we want to get a little bit of that green kind of homage to it, I suppose. So let's go with beach blue, which is a little bit warmer of a blue. And then I want to do diamond blue. Is that going to be too dark? Let's do beach blue and diamond blue. And again, I apologize if my vocals sound different because I'm turning my head to the right to get my markers from over here. That's my other question. I've never actually had them. Okay, so beach blue and diamond blue. Beach blue and diamond blue. All right. Well, and these aren't too big. These like fruit sections aren't too big, so we can roll with it. We also have, so we've got what looks like leaves down here. So I guess what we need to decide, I feel like we should make the leaves darker. Plantains are Swedish. We do a mofongo or a fufu de planto by mashing them with different things. Really? I always just assumed that, like, I don't know, I guess since I never had them, I kind of always assumed that plantains were kind of like a banana, but almost more tart. I feel like I need to get some plantains at the store this weekend and officially give them a try. Just for the sake of the different fruits. Welcome back, Dawn. Okay, so if we're going to focus on the bananas for now, we have obviously here, and then we've got part of the plant that works for here. So if we're going to do darker, I know we used like a little bit of pencil and stuff here, but I want to try and stick with mostly markers. So let's see. We have more of the gray blue, but that's in the background. So I don't want to do so dark that it disappears. That's probably a good idea. I'm like, so I got some plantains. No idea what to do with them. That'd be helpful for me. Okay. You know what? Let's just start with the bananas and then we will work on the leaves after that. Once we get a better idea of how, don't try it raw. Oh, really? Should you always cook plantains? All right. So we're going to start with the beach blue. Make sure we got that paper there. Yeah, I like that. It's not quite a teal, but it works. Harder than bananas, not as soft. That's why you can cook them, smash them, fry them. I just don't know enough about them. I see them, but I've never contemplated like what recipe I would make out of them. But heck, if I got to convince my kids to be open-minded about trying new foods, then I got to be too. Too many cooking shows. Yeah, I've only ever heard of like the plantains with red beans kind of dish, but I don't even really know what it all entails. I do like that markers can be faster. The funny thing is I have all these plans for streams that I want to do with pencils, but then on the other hand too, I'm like, I want to watercolor with you guys. There's just so many art things that I want to do. Not enough time for all the art. Let's see. Yes, cook them. They're not a banana that is eaten raw. Okay, blue Java bananas are also known as ice cream bananas. Initially blue while on the plant, but ripens into a creamy yellow color. Apparently tastes like vanilla. That sounds amazing. Hi, Dee. How are you? Yes, cook. I accidentally picked one up in my aunt's kitchen when I was a kid. Took a bite. Oh, no. Right, Megan? Well, see, little Steve is like that. He is not a huge fan of fruits or vegetables, but little Emily has always been, she's always up for like trying new things, new foods and everything. So I gotta be open to it if I want him to be open to it. Sold in my store right next to bananas, so you have to look at the texture of the peel to tell it everything. Well, and aren't plantains slightly smaller too? Now I'm curious. We're going grocery shopping this weekend. I might need to look into it just out of curiosity's sake. Maybe not even for the kids' sake, but for mine. Now I'm just really curious. I can't go my whole life and never having tried a plantain. See, I think we're going to end up using like the white paint pen or a little bit of gouache on top just to like add the frost to the fruits and such. Because that's the whole idea, is that it's kind of on a wintry frost planet. Smaller and fatter. Okay, that's what I thought. You should try frying ripe plantains, put sugar on top with sour cream. With sour cream? See, with sour cream, I'd raise an eyebrow, but like sour cream is surprisingly versatile. Like I've seen people do where they eat potato. Oh my God, you guys, I cannot talk tonight. Potato pancakes with applesauce and sour cream. There's, cakes that use sour cream. Only ever had them in a restaurant, so I never cooked them. How were they arranged at the restaurant? How were they cooked? And did you like them? I feel like if it's a restaurant that specializes in cooking them, it's got to be pretty decent. I was just using paint pens on my page and my cat walked through the... Oh, no! Oh my gosh. When I did fluid art, one of our cats had jumped up on it and knocked it over. Thankfully, I was able to save the painting and he didn't get too much paint on the floor, but I was just like, no! Because if you know anything about drawing fluid art, it has to lay flat on a table, which just seems so much so that kitties like want to go and check it out. Fried like lumpia. Wait, what's lumpia? Or am I pronouncing that wrong? Now I'm curious. Oh my gosh. We need to like swap recipes. Ain't enough different foods to last me the rest of my life. Rattlesnake, gator, octopus, buffalo, beaver, elk. What? Where did you try all of that? I had a friend that I can't talk. I had a friend that sauteed plantain slices in butter with brown sugar and cinnamon. So good. Oh my gosh. They were smashed and fried, kind of like a chip. I enjoyed them. It was trying all kinds of new things. Right? Fried and soft. Sauteed. Ah, there you go. All right, let's get a little bit of this diamond blue in now. The nice thing about Kerby's pages is he kind of like where he draws all these sort of sketch lines, it gives you an idea of where to add your shadows and darker colors. Okay, so where this overlaps, we're gonna get more. Okay, so I don't know how many people in here are fans of Brandon Sanderson. I'm currently listening through the Mistborn series. Thanks, Dee. Yes, we're going for like wintry kind of fun plants. I'm going through the Mistborn series again, which is great. But as I've been going through that, of course, I'm getting Audible recommendations for Brandon Sanderson. And it popped up on my thing, and the Tress of the Emerald Sea is on Audible now, which just confused me because when the book initially came out, I was looking for it everywhere on audiobook. And I ended up stumbling across these articles that said that due to Audible's, like, the way they compensate their authors and everything, like, he wasn't going to put it on Audible. But now here it is. I mean, I went ahead and got it because I've been wanting to listen to that for ages, but I was a little surprised. I'm going to have to, like, dig deeper into that and research it because I was just like, I thought he wasn't feeling the Audible, but apparently he is. Let's see. I said it was the best turkey meatloaf I ever had. As a hunter when I lived in West Virginia, they had buffalo burgers, fried octopus. That's fair. So my local dollar store, they had a mythographic book instead of Tombow. What? At the dollar store? Oh, Steve? He's just chilling. He brought me tea. Is there an actual blue diamond? Probably. Isn't that the color of the diamond that the lady chucked into the ocean at the end of the Titanic movie? My brother was single and not a vegan. Single and not a vegan. I feel like that sentence by itself has an entire story behind it. An entire story. We go and visit. We go all different kind of restaurants to try different foods. See, that's amazing. Tastes like beef roast? Wait. The plantains? I totally missed something. Really, D? Dang. The Hope Diamond, yes. The lady has a name. Her name is Rose Dawson. The Titanic lady, right? You know why that was the first thing that popped into my head? Was because I was listening to that 90s song, the Barbie song. It's just like, I thought the old lady threw her into the sea at the end of the movie. He's like, well, I came back and got it for you. And then the rest of the Barbie song came on. But I heard that more recently than actually watched Titanic. I'm sorry. Rose Dawson. Anytime I think I'm not adventurous enough with my eating, and I just think some of my friends had never tried Thai or Indian food till they were in their 30s. No, that's fair. Ah, okay. I was gonna say, I feel like that had a story to it. Yeah, D, like, I would have bought them all up. That's crazy. Like, not just the like, because I can see coloring books being marked down sometimes. But, like, because it's paper and it's ink, and depending on the popularity of the book. But for the markers, if it's the same quality, hot dang, man. Oh, beaver tastes like beef root. Okay, that makes more sense than the plantains. I'm like, clearly I'm missing out on some epic recipes. Right, Megan? He totally could have fit on the door. All she had to do was move over. Like, sure, they might have both been in the water a little bit, but come on. How much did she really love him? I mean, I know she just met him. I just realized that. So you guys know in Frozen, when they make a point of during all of that, you know, it's like, you can't marry a man you just met, Anna, which was kind of like a hilarity because that's basically how a lot of Disney movies rolled. And so when I said that a second ago, it made me think like, oh, you can't marry a man you just met, Rose. Partially that came up because we were debating about whether or not the kids wanted to watch Snow White. Because, you know, movies from the 90s are a lot different than Disney movies now. For instance, if you think about it, like, I understand now as an adult that, like, the whole scene with Snow White when she's running through the forest and she's terrified, that a lot of that seems as scary as it is because it's representing her own fear, right? But as a kid, we didn't think that much about it. Anyway, I showed the kids just a very brief clip, and initially they were like, oh, whoa, they liked the part with, you know, the animals cleaning the house, but... So I had to give them a little synopsis of Snow White. And so it was the joke of like, well, she marries this man that she just met, but it's cool because, you know, after apparently she, you know, died, he decided to kiss her and thought that would work. And it was so funny because when I was explaining to them this movie like that, I realized just how ridiculous all of it is. Do you wonder what happened to the rest of the frog? Hold up. Wait, what happened to the frog? I think I missed something. It's too far. All Rose had to do was lay on her side. Jack could have fit on there. Right? They could have found a balance. They could have. This frog or anything like that ever. I might if I didn't know it was frog. I'm using beach blue to kind of soften the edge of the diamond blue. Actually tasted like chicken. Interesting. You know, I've heard that. Craziest thing I've eaten is moose meat. Someone tried to get me to try bear meat. Apparently it was cooked right. It has to be cooked right or it's tough meat to eat. Interesting. Bear meat is greasy. Eating frog legs. Shark meat is oily. I haven't had too many different kinds of meat. There was a woman that we knew growing up. I was friends with her stepdaughter. And she used to add, and I don't know, maybe shit, y'all, never had turtle soup. She was an interesting lady, and maybe there's a culture that does this, and I just was uninformed at that particular age, which wouldn't be surprising. But when she made this blackberry pie, and on the outside of the crust, you know, sometimes you'll like dot it with butter or whatever else. But for the outside of her crust, she didn't use butter, but she used bear grease. Needless to say, we all had very upset tummies after we ate it. But I don't know, has anybody ever heard of doing that with pastries? I don't even know. Let's see. Make turtle soup once a year. I just think of Outlander when I think of turtle soup. He lit anything and always wants me to try. Let's see. Oh, wait. What's the second part up here? Hang on. I missed the first part of what you said, but over here is clean the house, a bunch of guys she didn't know instead of telling doors. Oh, the movie. Yeah, clean the house, a bunch of guys she didn't know. They literally needed to clean up their act, right? Oh my gosh. I know. It's so weird and random. And like I said, I didn't even think about it till I started trying to explain the plot to my kids, and they're like, what? My mom had a friend who was from Guyana, and they eat iguana. It's like buying chicken in our grocery stores. They sell iguana meat. I could see that, though, with different countries. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Because I'm going to have to, you know what I'm actually going to do? Please, no one be mad at me for this. Not going to work? No. I'm trying to get this centered on here without it sliding down. Ooh. Wait, I have an idea. Okay, I'll prop it like that. But we're going to take some of this kneaded eraser. You haven't heard of that before? Bonnie, you made it! Hello! I know, I feel like I keep missing you in the comments. Like I had sent you that one that said when we were live, and I was like, oh no. Okay, we're going to use, actually, I'll put it down here. I'm going to use just a little bit of kneaded eraser to like hold it in place. There we go. Welcome, Bonnie! We used to go snorkeling for conches and then cook them. Wait. Well, no, I guess that makes sense. A lot of the fancy shells usually have something living in them. But like, when I think shells, I think hermit crabs. What's inside a conch shell? Let's see. Oh, I am dropping frames. Hold up. I am dropping frames. Okay. It's green again. It's green again. I think we're okay. Doesn't look like it's dropping anymore. Hang tight. Yeah, I think it just dropped for a minute. We're all good now. Okay, try refreshing if it's still skipping. Conch is inside. See, I just thought that was the name of the shell. Try tapping down on the bottom left-hand corner. There should be a live thing. Just tap that. Yeah, my bit rate dropped for a minute, so it dropped some frames. Looks like we're okay now. Oh, no, it dropped again. What is the internet doing? Hang on. I'm going to do an internet speed test. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Are we still good? Can you guys still hear me at all? Well, my upload's not doing great. It's not completely down, but it's only at like 3. Good on your end? Okay. Well, I don't really know what I can do to fix it. So I guess we'll just keep going. I don't know. We'll keep going a little bit, as much as we can, until it completely goes out. Hang on, guys. I'm going to go holler at Steve real quick and see if he's having any internet issues. You can hear me? All right. Hang tight, everyone. 1 second. 1 second. All right, so trying to come back in here. Let me know when you guys can hear me. Check the speed again real quick. Bear with me, folks. See the upload.